Also, I made this comment on Twitter, and it's triggered a couple people. It's not why I'm so cynical today. It's another conversation. But I basically said this, and you guys can get pissed at me if you want. This is how I feel. If you're a single woman struggling to find a top man, keep in mind, top man, try finding someone with the potential to rise and join in their journey, building trust and mutual appreciation. Otherwise, you're looked at as a purchase to be replaced with a new model like a shiny new car. Now, this has triggered some people on Twitter, and I want to explain what I mean by this, okay? Because it seems like there are people injecting themselves into this and saying, oh, you're such a misogynist and all of this. And I'm like, okay, you obviously don't get it. I've been married 12 years, okay? I've been married to a woman that married me. I was 320 pounds. I got to 330 during her pregnancy because I ate everything she did. She just lost it all really fast and I didn't. She married me grinding. I was grinding. We got married when I was stressed. My testosterone was low. I didn't even know I had a problem. I was just emotional all the time. I was drained of all life all the time. I was grinding through. I was getting out of MMA into the mortgage industry, and it was a struggle. Never did she nag me. Never did she hound me. Always did she support me. Always did she provide me like the support I needed to feel secure in us so that I could focus on what I needed to do for us, for our family in the future, right? That's what I'm talking about. Because today I see so many women that think that they get some lip filler and a boob job, and all of a sudden that entitles them to the wealthiest, most powerful men in the world that have abs and a big boat and a couple of cars, and they are under this delusion that they don't have to work for anything anymore, that they get to just line up a whole bunch of guys that are what they perceive to be in the top tiers of society, and that they are somehow entitled to the lifestyle associated with this individual who spent his life working and grinding on his own and not have to work or do anything, right? And that's what I'm trying to say. And a lot of these women, they find themselves in these endless cycles of being used up by men that don't value them, because what they're doing is they're engaging with men that they feel for whatever reason that they deserve this lifestyle they haven't earned. They didn't play any role in building it. They didn't play any role in helping this man overcome the obstacles, the ebbs and flows of the life of grinding through bad and rough times. And yet they think they should just be able to get on Tinder, swipe right with their lip filler, and basically, get their man. And then they wonder why, after so long, they're cast aside and they don't mean anything. And they think, oh my gosh, I need to do more. Maybe I need to change my hair color. Maybe I need to. And they focus so much on all of these shallow, superficial things that only matter to men short term. They only matter to men on short term. And they don't realize that, because here's the thing. And I'm not just saying this. I went through it myself. When I was 21, I was dating all the wrong people. I was very attractive back in the day, okay? And I was skinny, I was chiseled, I had longer hair, I modeled part-time, and I was attracting all of these women that just made my way easier. I never approached a woman in a nightclub or a bar. They all came to me, typically with, how tall are you? And, stuff like that. And I would just eyeball a girl from across the bar until she said something, or she let me know what's up. And that was how I rolled back then. It was pretty simple. It was almost like, Tinder today. You just swipe, swipe, swipe. And that's what I did. But I kept dating all of these women that, they were liars and cheaters and manipulators, and they were just bad apples. And I decided that in order for me to find the woman I was meant to be with, I needed to become a man that would be compatible with her. And at the time, I was the man that was compatible with all of what I was attracting. I was living in that world. I was bouncing in clubs. I was having my fun. But deep down, I was always looking for love in all the wrong places. And I decided I needed to just go abstinent for a year and take a break from the world. And I did. I moved back in with mom. I basically lived in libraries. I read everything on business development, marketing, self-improvement, trying to change my thought process, trying to change who I was, because who I was at the time was not working. Now, I could have just said, oh, maybe I need to go to the gym and get bigger abs and bigger biceps and a broader chest, and maybe I'll attract a better woman. No, that's not what it's about. It was about changing me from the inside out. And it's like I was always honest. I was always motivated. I was always ambitious in the sense that I always wanted to achieve and accomplish and learn. But I was flawed. I was deeply insecure. The more attractive I was, the more insecure I was. And everything scared me. Everything was a problem. Everything was, now I'm old. I'm like gray. I'm just a big ogre. I don't give a shit anymore. Okay. But a big part of that too is I have a woman that I met at a time in my life where she joined my journey. She joined my struggle. She was a part of it, and she made my life better. And even in some of our lowest times, she never made me feel guilty or ashamed. She always would just say, no matter what, we always have us. And that is the kind of woman I believe every woman should aspire to be. And that was the inspiration for this post. And if that doesn't make sense or resonate with you, maybe it wasn't for you. And if that somehow bothers you, maybe you need to look inside yourself and figure out why this message bothers you so much. And that's really all I have to say about that.